How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to show you how to replace the fuel pump in the 2017 to 2022 Honda CRV. So the first thing we're going to want to do is disconnect the negative battery terminal. Since we're working with the fuel pump and having fuel around, we don't want any power to any of the connectors back there. We don't need a fire to start. So on the driver's side, in the back seat, you'll locate these two plastic pieces that cover up two bolts. To remove this, you can just pull it out and twist it off this rail. And we can do the same to this one. And now we can remove these two 12mm bolts. Now you can simply grab your seat and lift it up. And what you can do is pull your seatbelt all the way out until you hear it lock. You hear it start clicking back in, and just buckle it to the furthest buckle over. And that'll stay locked and hold your seat in place so it won't fall back down as you're working on the fuel pump. So you got this little flap with Velcro. You're gonna lift this up and remove these 3 Phillips screws.
All right, now make sure you put them somewhere where you don't lose them.
Exactly. Tuck this little flap out of the way. And you can just lift this cover up. What I like to do is just push this through. And you can get this right out of the way. Now we can disconnect the fuel pump connector. There's a tab on this far side that you'll push down on and pull your connector straight up. And you can see the little tab that you push down right here. Looking inside of this, you can see a bunch of dirt. You want to take a shop vac and suck all this dirt out before we disconnect this fuel line. And make sure you get around this ring because we're going to be removing that after. This fuel line is very easy to disconnect. You have these 2 white tabs that you squeeze in, and you're going to push this line in a little bit and pull it back. You will have a little bit of gas that drips out. Just get some shop rags and wipe up the gas. Take a little piece of your shop cloth and shove it in this fuel line so it doesn't drip any more fuel. Try to tuck this up under here the best you can. It's probably going to pop out when we start hammering on this, and you want to make sure all the gas is cleaned up very good in here before we start doing this. They make a special tool you can use to remove this metal lock ring. I don't have one of them, and most of you are probably not going to have one, so we can use a flathead screwdriver and a hammer. I'm using a dead below hammer. You want some type of rag to go in between the screwdriver and the metal ring, because metal on metal can create sparks, and sparks around gasoline obviously is not a good idea. You're going to take your screwdriver and you're going to go into this notch. There's many of them around this metal ring, and we're going to tap it counterclockwise to loosen it. So you'll want to work from this side and then come over to this side. It takes quite a few hits to get this. You can see we're slowly getting it. You can see the gaps here. And you see it just broke free. Be as careful as you can because there will still be more dirt that was stuck underneath the ring. And remove this ring. And take your vacuum and just suck all this excess dirt up. You don't want any of that debris getting down in your fuel tank because it's just going to get sucked up by the fuel pump and it's going to start causing fuel issues. I'm using a fluid catch pan to place this fuel pump in when I pull it out because it's going to leak gas and have gas still in it. Lay down a good amount of shop towels here so when it drips, it won't get on your carpet. Now you can lift this out. And you have your float that's in here, and that's what tells you your fuel level. You need to work that out by tipping this sideways. You can drain some of this fuel out. And then just set it in your catch pan. And that is the inside of your gas tank. You can see all the gas in there. Remove this rubber O-ring. And now we'll take our vacuum and suck up all the excess dirt that's around this area. And now this is pretty much all set for the new fuel pump to go in. So depending on your fuel pump that you buy, it may or may not come with this float lever. If it doesn't, you're gonna need to remove it from your old pump. Hold right here, lift this up. That just pops out, and then you just slide this right out. Now when you get your new pump, this float will not be attached. It will be in the box separately if it did come with one. Same way I just showed how to take it off. Slide it in this hole. You just push it in. You can see it locks down right in this little lock. And this little piece holds it in. Your new pump will come with a new O-ring. Make sure you install this, because if you don't, you're gonna have fuel dumping all over the place in here. And it's gonna make quite the mess, and it's gonna be very dangerous. So stick that in there. Take your new fuel pump. Get the float in first. And just work this around. This plastic piece that sticks out faces toward the front. There is an arrow in there indicating where it goes. Push your fuel pump down. It has springs. It will push down like this. Grab your metal ring. Drop that in. Get it lined up with all those tabs. You should be able to twist it a little bit by hand just to lock it down. And now what we need to do is bang this lock ring clockwise. See, these are all the way as far as they can go, because this metal piece will start to hit this plastic, this white plastic right here. So one more time, we'll just suck up the dirt. Pull this towel out of your fuel line. Make sure none's stuck inside of here. And turn this clip, this piece right here, where it will lock in to these holes. And you just push your fuel line on, and you'll hear it lock in. Just give it a little tug, make sure it's on there. Now we can reconnect the connector, line it up, push it down, you'll hear it lock into place. And just double check it. Grab your cover and pop this little rubber grommet back through this hole. This cover lines up with these little nipples that stick up. Just line those up, and your cover will sit down nice and flush. And now just push your rubber grommet back into this hole. Reinstall your 3 screws. Flip this fabric cover back down and just make sure it velcros back in place. Unclip the seat belt so we can drop the seat back down. As you can see, these tabs are up right now. If you just pick up on your seat a little bit, they'll drop down. And reinstall the 12mm bolts. Get them both threaded in before you tighten any of them down. Just get them tight. We'll give them about a quarter turn. Grab your plastic cover and just slide this back in. And if you just give it a little tap, they'll lock back into place. That finishes everything up back here. Now we'll go back underneath the hood. Reconnect your negative battery terminal and take your 10mm. Once you get this just snug, just give it a little turn. You don't need to over tighten these. Make sure your terminal doesn't move. So don't put your foot on the brake, just turn your ignition on. Let the fuel pump prime up for a minute. And now you can put your foot on the brake, start the engine. And you'll see all these crazy things on your dash saying that there's a bunch of problems. Don't let that worry you. Take a trip down the road and the computer will relearn everything. I will drive down the road so you guys can see. And you can see all the lights just shut off. So now we are all set. And that maintenance past due is because I need to do an oil change. Yours will probably not say that. And that finishes this video up on how to replace the fuel pump. If this video helped you out, if you could give it a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have plenty of other videos on these CRVs and many more will be coming in the near future.